te Horma. Welcome to the New Zealand Fantasy Football Federation Association Alliance Week 9 recap. Let's dive right into it. Dan White getting the big win, 240 score, highest score of the week confirmed. Gordon Ramsay with a terrible score, so we're not going to overlook this. Baker with the big game. Love to see it. And a lot of double digits there. Murray Cooper. So that trade is working out for you handsomely. Aaron Jones with the big comeback game. And the disrespect star player on bye because you're so confident in your win. So I love to see that there from Dan White. And he had Kenny Moore clutch plays. Nothing's need to be said. Very similar to Andy's lineup, actually. A big win there. There's nothing to talk about when you score 140. Oh, this is a sweetie win. Sweetie. Oh, rain. 40 points from Joe Burrow, and you're still going to get the win. Like, see, this is the sort of stuff that Bijan's putting up at the moment. He drafted, like, in a snake draft, he was drafted in the first round. And he's putting up 6 points at week 9. Usually this is when rookie running backs start to take over the backfield, and he's 11 carries, 4 targets. It's just not great. Tank Dell with a big game, so that's what really won it there for Fridge. Chris Olave with a big game, but not a lot. Joey Bosa 2.5 sacks. Oh, clutch plays, Fridge, but don't get too excited, Fridge. That is not a great week. Did you have anyone on the bench? Javonte Williams on the bench, and Judy and Amon-Ra St. Brown. Okay, so both of them actually had quite a few players on the bench, so I'll let them away with these low scores. But good win there for Fridge, unlucky for Drain. San Francisco 69er taking another loss. I swear he was top of the table at one point. And Aaron the Hurts Locker coming through with his 5th win of the season. Jalen Hurts, Derrick Henry, Barkley, Brown with the big games. Nico Collins with a touchdown, and Jerome Ford with that volume, 20 carries and 7 targets. Love to see that. And on the defensive side of the ball, he started Metabuke. Crazy. Khalil Mack, yeah, not a lot on the defensive side of the ball here for Zar, so he really needs to work on his defense. Clearly, those messages to Dre have not gotten through, or Dre's advice is terrible, probably the latter. And the Chris taking his 2nd loss of the season to Nick's Knox, the Fantasy Hawks. Love the name. I've only just clicked on to what that actually means. Josh Allen obviously having a big game as usual. Tyreek with the down game, though, and Gabe Davis with the down game. And Jalen Waddle with a down game. So all of Chris's core commit hit, but yeah, his core Dolphins did not hit at all. And Gabe Davis. So that's actually an all right score considering what happened. But yeah, Nick getting the win. Josh Jacobs with the big game. Kamara and Pittman chipping in with double digits. Brees Hall with the 12 points there. 20 touches. Love it. Oh, and he's doing the disrespect, starting Bosa and Devin Lloyd on bye. Love to see it, Nick. Love to see it. That confident. You started 3 players on bye. Bosa, Lloyd, Greenlaw. Jeez, Chris, that's a bit embarrassing. Getting his 4th win of the season, still in the hunt for it. Jono 4747 getting his 4th win of the season, hitting that 200 mark. Lovely score there. Rashad White with the big game. 2 touchdowns. 2 touchdowns for Rashad White. I missed his touchdowns entirely. But that game, I just must have watched CJ Stroud's touchdowns. That's a big score considering only 14 points from the quarterback position there. Deontay Johnson looking good, back from injury. Keenan Allen, Taysom Hill at the start. Kincaid and Ferguson. Massive offensive performance there from John 4747. And not really much to talk about on the other side. Madison, I didn't realize Madison had 20 points. And Robinson with an all right game. So, well, Najee Harris returning to our good graces there. But if you started Bryce Young, surely, bro, you could have started someone better than Bryce Young. I'm sure there would have been someone better on waivers than that. Fraser, what are you doing? I suppose you're just showing us why you are Fraser. And in our last matchup, we have Max get the big win over Scarecrow 3 and Z safety and numbers. And so that's a good score. 180 is a good score. 205 is a great score. Anything over 200 you're loving it. Man, Ramondre at the big touchdown. It was nice to see his wheels back. Give him the ball more. Watson with a 31 points. 23 from Lamb on the losing side. It's a bit annoying, but a lot of contributions here. See, Algier getting, what is that? 12 carries. He had more carries than Bijan. Wandale Robinson getting in the end zone, and then just these defensive contributions 10 to 16, 22, pretty much 10, 8 points, 16 points. That's great defensive contributions there. Scarecrow, trade Mahomes or Prescott to the guy that started, to Fraser, who's on his bench. He's got Jared Goff and Bryce Young. Trade one of them to him. That's an easy upgrade in a position for you. So when we look at the table here, very, very tight, super tight. This is actually tighter than the Premiership. This is the tightest league of all three leagues. We've got Chris at 7-2. 5-4, 5-4, 5-4, 5-4, 5-4. Then 4-5, 4-5, 4-5, 4-5, 3-6, 3-6. Absolutely no one is out of it yet. In fact, you're all in with a shot. You guys in the bottom six are already 1 or 2 games away from getting yourself into the top 6. So this is the time where you need to get trading. You need to start manufacturing wins. Who cares about setting yourself up for the playoffs? Just get into the playoffs. Give yourself a chance. This is also a great example of how Fraser has had the 4th most points scored against him, but he's not allowing that to hold him back. He's still in 4th place. If you have a good points for, doesn't really matter how the points come against you. You'll still have a good overall record. So Chris is still dominating in terms of scoring, but I think everyone is still within a chance, still has a chance. Like Fantasy Hawks down here scored 1,800. He's one of the highest scorers in this league. So do not give up. Keep training, keep trying. And let's see what you can do. Trenton Irwin. Gee whiz. Let's see if there's been any trades since we have Javonte Williams for Kenneth Walker. That is terrible. So whoever made that, Rich, man, I hate that trade. I would much rather have Kenneth Walker. But the trade is made, so he's going to have to live with it. You're not sure why you have such a hard on for Javonte Williams, but hey, maybe I'm wrong. I'd just much rather have Kenneth Walker. $15 for Noah Brown. Nico Collins out there could be a worth $15 actually. 21 for Mitchell. And that's about it really. So yeah, loving what's happening in the Alliance. A lot more competitive than the Championship. So keep it up, guys. Keep making moves. Message a few of the boys around. Pop some stuff in the chats. Try and get some stuff going because if you sit with the same team, it's unlikely you'll be able to make that push into the playoffs. But if you make some moves, you never know what can happen. So good luck for this week, and we'll talk to y'all later.